Hi everyone! So we're going to go through how to add within 100 using properties of addition to make a 10. So this is an entire chart that's going to show us how to do it, and then we'll do a couple of new problems on our own. So take a look at the problem itself. The problem says 78 plus 4 equals. Here is the trick. Normally, we would use a basic fact. We would use, and look here, for a basic fact. But 8 plus 4 is more than 10. So we have to do something a little different now. We have to look at our first number and decompose it. We need to break it down because we want to take this single digit here in the ones place and this single digit here in this ones place and be able to first make 10 and then know what to do with the extra, because we know that this plus this is more than 10. So we need to figure out how we can make 10 and then what we need to do with the extra. So the first thing you're going to do is look at this number here and look over here. You are going to do a number bond, the first number, into its tens and ones. So if you look over here, we've got 78. How many tens are in 78? 7 tens. So 7 tens means 70. Then we take the ones out and put it here, 8. So if we looked, we could say 70 plus 8 equals 78. The second step, which is in the red, you need to decide how many you need to bump the bond number to get to 10. So if you look here, we always want to make sure we add this and this. But we can't, right? So we took the 8 out here, and we need to think, what do we need to bump 8 up to 10? What do we need to bump 8 up to 10? Well, we know that we need a 2 because 8 plus 2 equals 10. But where are we going to get that 2 from? We need to get it from the 4. So you're going to make another number bond and take that 2 to make your 10 from the 4. Well, what's left over from that 4? We know that 2 plus 2 is 4. So you're going to put the 2 right there. This is a lot of steps and it can be really confusing. So we're going to go over it and over it. Now we have to look at number 3. We add the tens together. So we know that we have 70 here, that's one of our tens, that these two numbers are always going to equal 10. So we add that, and that equals 80. 70 plus 10 equals 80. Awesome. Let's look at our number 4 step. Add the remaining ones. Well, we used our 70, we used our 10, so what's left over? Our 2. So you're going to have the 80 plus the 2 is giving you your answer of 82. That's your final answer. So let's take a look at this example. We have 54 plus 8. Well, look here, 4 plus 8. That's more than 10, so we can't use a basic fact. What do we need to do instead? Well, look at number 1. You need to number bond the first number into its tens and its ones. How many tens are there in the 50? 5. So put the 50 here. What do you have left over? A 4, because 50 plus 4 equals 54. Now we need to know, what do we need to bump it up to 10? what do we need to bump it up to 10? 4 plus what equals 10? 6. So we are going to take that 6 from the 8. And we know that these two numbers, when their powers combine, make 10. Well, what do we do next? We need to make sure we remember what's left over when we take the 6 from the 8. So I say to myself, 8 minus 6 equals 2. You can also say 6 plus 2 equals 8. We now need to add the 10s together. So let's take a look. 50, I write it down here, plus our 10, it will always be 10, equals 60. Then we need to add the remaining ones. We need to add what's left over because we used the 50, we added that to the 10, the only thing left over is 2. Your answer is 62. Here is the last one that we worked on together. 48 plus 6 equals, well, let's look at our ones first. 8 plus 6. Can we use the basic fact? We can't use a basic fact. We're using addition, but we know that 8 plus 6 is more than 10. So now we know we need to bump it up to 10. So let's see what we need to do first. Take the 10s out of the 48, 40. Take the 1s out of the 48, 8. We know that these two numbers must equal 10. Where do we get this number from? We take it from the 6. So we need to bump it up to 10, bump it up to 10, bump it up to 10. So you're going to number bond here, the 6. We're going to take a 2 out, and then we're going to put a 4 here. I know I need a 4 here because I think to myself, 6 minus 2 equals 4. And then I can check it. I can say 2 plus 4 equals 6. Then I add my 10s. 40 plus 10 equals 50. What's left over? I've used that 40. I added it to my 10. The only thing left over is this one digit, which is 4. So I have my 50 plus the 4 that's left over equals 54. So this is all the addition that we've been working on this week. Keep on practicing and good luck.